Imagine having billions of dollars but still being careful with every single penny you spend. That's exactly how Warren Buffett lives. Despite being one of the wealthiest people on the planet, he's famously frugal. Not out of necessity, but because he values smart spending, discipline, and long-term thinking. In this video, we're going to explore 7 practical rules Buffett follows to save money on everyday expenses without ever feeling deprived. These aren't just tips for billionaires. They're lessons anyone can apply to stretch their dollars further while still enjoying life. From focusing on value over brand names, to cleverly repurposing items, to knowing when to indulge and when to save, Buffett's habits are simple, practical, and surprisingly relatable. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll see how these strategies can make a real difference in your own budget and lifestyle. But here's the twist. Even these straightforward tips hide surprising insights that most people overlook. So what seems like ordinary advice at first glance could completely change how you think about money. One of Buffett's most consistent habits is focusing on value rather than flashy names. He doesn't buy new cars when a slightly used one can be repaired and last just as long. It's not about being cheap, it's about making every dollar count. This principle applies to everyday life, too. Whether it's groceries, electronics, or household items, choosing well-made products that meet your needs can save you big over time. Store brands, refurbished items, or gently used goods often offer the same functionality at a fraction of the cost. By shifting your focus from brand prestige to real value, you start to see how much unnecessary spending can sneak into your budget. Buffett's approach shows that saving doesn't mean sacrificing comfort. It means being intentional with where your money goes. And this mindset sets the stage for the next rule, which takes creativity to a whole new level, finding ways to get what you need without paying full price. Buffett isn't afraid to think outside the box when it comes to saving money. A famous example is when his first child was born. He converted a dresser drawer into a bassinet instead of buying a new one. Simple, practical, and effective. This kind of creativity can apply to almost every aspect of daily spending. From redecorating your home using items from local buy-nothing groups or online marketplaces, to repurposing old furniture or household items, small inventive steps can save hundreds, even thousands over time. It's not about cutting corners. It's about finding smart alternatives that achieve the same goal at a lower cost. This approach encourages you to rethink what you truly need versus what you're told you need, and it naturally leads to the next Buffett principle, prioritizing quality over quantity. Buffett emphasizes that buying cheap isn't always saving money. In his 1989 letter to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders, he wrote, "It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price." The same principle applies to everyday purchases. Choosing a slightly more expensive, high-quality item that lasts years is often smarter than grabbing the cheapest option that breaks quickly. This applies to everything from clothing and shoes to kitchen appliances and electronics. By focusing on durability and long-term value, you avoid constantly replacing low-quality items, which ends up costing more over time. Quality purchases also reduce stress, less worry about replacements, repairs, or failures, allowing you to enjoy your life while spending wisely. And while investing in quality matters, even Buffett knows there are ways to save, which leads directly into the next principle: clipping coupons. Even someone as wealthy as Warren Buffett isn't above clipping coupons. In a 2017 story shared by Bill Gates, he recounted dining with Buffett in Hong Kong at McDonald's, where Buffett reached into his pocket and pulled out coupons to save a few dollars. It might seem small or trivial, but over time, these little savings add up. Whether it's grocery shopping, dining out, or household items, taking a few minutes to look for deals or use loyalty discounts can stretch your budget further. The lesson here is simple. Saving money doesn't always require major sacrifices. Small, consistent actions, like using coupons or looking for discounts, compound over time, creating significant financial benefits without impacting your comfort. And while clipping coupons saves money, Buffett also balances this with smart choices about how often to spend outside the home, which brings us to the next rule: limiting nights out. Warren Buffett could dine anywhere he wants, any night of the week, but he chooses simplicity. He often stays in, enjoying straightforward meals rather than extravagant nights out. In his biography, The Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life, he even mentioned that he could eat the same ham sandwich for breakfast 50 days in a row without complaint. The idea isn't to avoid social life entirely, it's about moderation. By limiting how often you go out to eat or splurge on entertainment, you keep your expenses under control while still enjoying occasional treats. Buffett's approach shows that financial discipline doesn't mean sacrificing comfort. Thoughtful choices about when and how to spend can make a huge difference over time, allowing you to enjoy life without inflating your budget unnecessarily. Next, we'll look at why he never chases trends, a mindset that keeps his spending and investing steady and smart. Warren Buffett avoids fads, whether in investing or everyday spending. He knows that trends are often fleeting and overpriced, so he focuses on value and long-term utility instead. Near the peak of the tech bubble in 1999, he emphasized assessing a company's competitive advantage rather than blindly following hype, a principle that applies to daily purchases too. For everyday life, this means skipping trendy gadgets, fashion items, or flashy products that won't hold value. Instead, Buffett opts for timeless, practical choices that serve a purpose and last longer. By resisting the pressure to keep up with the latest, you can save significant money while still enjoying high-quality essentials. Next, we'll explore how Buffett turns sales and discounts into an everyday advantage, stretching every dollar further without giving up comfort. Even someone as wealthy as Warren Buffett loves a good deal. He famously said, "Whether we're talking about stocks or socks, I like buying quality merchandise when it is marked down." This simple philosophy shows that saving money doesn't mean sacrificing quality. It's about being smart and patient. In daily life, this could mean waiting for seasonal sales, using loyalty programs, or scouting for clearance items. By planning purchases around discounts and promotions, you can maintain the lifestyle you enjoy while keeping your spending in check. Small savings on everyday items add up quickly over time, making a noticeable difference in your overall budget. Buffett's approach proves that careful spending, even on basic items, can compound into major financial advantages without ever feeling deprived. This concludes the 7 rules. But the key takeaway is clear: living wisely, valuing quality, and being mindful of spending habits are universal strategies anyone can apply to stretch their money further.